All right, my lovely family. So today's topic that we're going to talk about is one that is very important, but I was very hesitant to actually talk about this and make a video. Because one, it's going to be about relationships, and I'm like, man, I'm not this person to make videos about relationships. Like, I'm no relationship expert, but I felt good to make this video because it's related to fitness. And the topic is, it was somebody asked me, how can I motivate my significant other to start their fitness journey? And I thought I was the right person to talk about this because I do coach people with fitness and nutrition, and sometimes I'm helping women or men, and then sometimes one of the significant others is not very supportive. Sometimes they are, which is great, and sometimes they are not, and then we find ways to how to manage that when somebody's not supportive. So today's question was, it was a guy that asked this, and I think it's important because sometimes I feel like, in an example, if you're a guy and you're trying to get fit and just have a healthy lifestyle and start your fitness journey, and you just don't feel the support, especially of that person that's very close to you, which is your significant other, girlfriend, wife, it's gonna make it hard because we know that our environment, our surroundings, the people that are closest to us is gonna really influence our behavior. So we want to find somebody supportive. So we're gonna talk about ways on how we could talk to them and encourage them to be supportive and maybe even actually start the fitness journey as well. But then also, we got to remember, we could only do so much, and whatever you do doesn't mean that they're going to be supportive. So sometimes we're going to talk about things that you could just do if they're not really on boat of their starting their own fitness journey at this time. Then maybe these are the boundaries that you should do so you could still kind of feel supportive and not feel like they are really just kind of pushing you away and not being very helpful with you trying to go about this change. So thing number one that we're going to talk about is, if this person, right off the bat, we tell them all the good stuff about how starting the fitness journey could improve their life, and they really don't want to change, I want you to just keep this in your mind. If at least they're letting you go about doing your thing, if they're like, you know what, I don't want to work out, I don't want to start this fitness journey, I don't want to eat healthy, but hey, you do it, then maybe that's already a win, okay? Because I'll give you one example. I was coaching a girl a while back, and she wanted to change. She's like, you know what, I really want to be healthy, I want to lose weight. She was super motivated. But her husband, he's like, yeah, do it. But he was not being supportive because he still was, every dinner, he was bringing home takeout, bringing Jack in the Box, burgers, pizza. So he's like, you do you. But as the husband bringing that food into the home, it's gonna tempt the person because they're starting this change and they're trying to eat healthy and they're still kind of weak. If you bring that food and put it right in front of their face, you're not being supportive. So sometimes if that's happening, that is a sucky situation. But hey, if the person is kind of already allowing you to do the change and they're not telling you don't do it, then maybe it's already a win. So let's just sometimes think a little bit of the positives. But with that being said, the first thing that we got to do to maybe motivate your significant other to start their fitness journey is be very open and vulnerable. And this is so hard, guys. I think this is so hard in times nowadays. It's like, just for people to be vulnerable. Maybe guys more, maybe women, they're more like willing to cry, but guys, they don't speak their feelings. But sometimes speaking your feelings and telling them how weak you are is what's going to motivate them to want to support you and want to make that change with you. So, and I tell you this because I feel like if there's a person that's very vulnerable and very open and says their feelings. That's me. And I feel like it's helpful because it communicates to the other person exactly how you feel. But this is an example of how it has happened to me, about how vulnerable has does help. So my one of my ex-girlfriends, she wanted to stop drinking. She wanted to stop drinking, and she never told me to stop drinking. But when we had this conversation, she was very open, vulnerable, and saying, I really want to stop drinking. I don't feel good when I drink. I feel, sad, depressed. I want to feel better. Like like said, I hate my life. If you hear that from your significant other, you feel bad, and all you feel like wanting to do is help them. I was like, oh no, I want to help you. But if she just said, oh, I want to stop drinking, I would have been like, okay, stop drinking, but I'm not going to stop drinking. Like, you could stop. But when somebody just shares that information like that, it only makes you want to support them. And so when she communicated that to me, I don't drink a lot. I drink, socially, but I was like, you know what? Let me stop drinking. I want to support my significant other. I'm not going to drink so she don't feel tempted. I could drink and she could not drink, and I'm sure she could have that self-discipline to not, but I don't even want to put that in her head. So I stopped drinking. So that's an example. When you just share exactly how you feel, the other person might want to join that journey with you. And it could be an example when it comes to like fitness journey. You could tell the person, because I feel like when somebody's overweight, this is exactly how you feel, because this is how I felt. Be like, if you tell your significant other, you know what, babe, I want to start my fitness journey, because if I could be honest with you, right now, I feel so overweight, I feel fat, and looking at myself in the mirror, I feel depressed. And like, almost I feel like I want to cry. Like, I feel shitty, and I feel worthless. And sometimes throughout the day, I'm just in a bad mood because I feel fat and worthless, no energy. And I heard that working out and losing weight could help with my energy, better mood. And I really want to do this change because I'm tired of feeling depressed. If your significant other hears that, they might be like, damn, I don't want my husband to feel depressed. I didn't know you felt depressed. You know what, babe? I'm going to join the gym with you. Let's do this together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you share it like that. But if you're just like, babe, I want to start working out, you should work out with me, she's going to be like, nah, you do you. But we got to share exactly how we feel, and that's going to help a lot. So another thing that is going to be good, usually people, when they want to get fit, start their fitness journey, eat healthy and lose weight and look good, right away, the first thing that you think about, I got to go to the gym. I need to go lift weights. I need to go run on the treadmill. I need to go hop on the Stairmaster elliptical. That's usually the first thing that we think. But starting your fitness journey doesn't have to be at the gym. It could be pick up running. You can start running. You could start join a boxing class. You could join a Zumba class. You could start riding your bike. You could join jiu-jitsu. You could join a dancing class, a yoga class. It doesn't have to be in the gym lifting weights. So let them know they could do different things. Any activity that gets you out of your chair and gets you active and increases your heart rate is going to be good to start your fitness journey. So I have people that love doing Zumba, and I have friends that have lost 100 pounds more just doing Zumba. So there's so many different ways. It doesn't have to be the gym, because sometimes that's not what people, thankfully me, I love lifting weights. That's why I lift weights and I do bodybuilding. For some reason, God just told me, hey, you enjoy lifting weights, but that's not for everybody. So there's something out there for everybody that they can enjoy. So just educate them on the different options. Another thing is share your positive experience with working out. Like, if you're working out and you're enjoying it and you want your significant other to also work out because you know of the benefits that it does to you, then share them. Because that would be, like, to me, working out, to be honest, has done so many things aside of just looking good. It makes me, one, you look good, so you feel good, so you're more in a happy mood. You feel more confident because you look good. You're able to do things that other people can't, so your confidence increases. Your mood increases. Endorphins are released when you work out. There's so many positive things that comes out of working out, and that's why I always share them. And to be honest, me, with my significant others, my family, sisters, cousins, I love talking about all the positive things that working out has done for me. And people around me pick up eating healthy and exercising just from me sharing my positive experience. So share what it has done for you, and just keep doing that and lead by example. And eventually people will pick that up and will be like, ooh, you know what? I see the way that person is. One thing people have told me, like, man, you're always so positive. Like, well, you're always in a good mood. And usually sometimes I'm in a good mood after a workout, and I'll be like, man, working out for some reason, it gets me in a good mood. And then I'm like, ooh, I might want to start working out. So share your positive experience. Last thing that I will say on how to encourage your significant other to start this fitness journey, set a fitness challenge with them. Set a fitness challenge. Because remember, people, if you set a goal, you're more likely motivated to start something. But if you just say, start working out, people are just like, I don't know. But if you be like, all right, babe, we're going to start working out. Let's set a goal. I want to lose 20 pounds. And maybe you're like, how much weight would you want to lose? No, well, 20 pounds sounds good for me too. All right, 20 pounds. Let's do this. Let's give ourselves 3 months to lose 20 pounds. And let's start eating healthy, exercising together. And so when you set a goal, you're more motivated and more likely to accomplish it because you have something looking forward to. But if you just say, I'm gonna start working out and have no plan, it's harder. So just maybe set a fitness challenge with you and your significant other, and that could be the motivation to start together. So now we're just gonna talk about things to consider if this person is not gonna wanna start their fitness journey yet. Just now, maybe just right now, they're maybe contemplating and they're just not ready to make the change. Okay, well, these are things that you could do to feel sort of supportive, okay? One, it's just gonna be, this is not gonna be for you to feel supportive, but sometimes I want this to be clear. That's why I wrote it down. Sometimes you just gotta lead by example, okay? She doesn't wanna support you. She doesn't wanna start working out. Fine, if she's letting you at least go to the gym and eat healthy and do your thing, just do that. Lead by example. And one thing, if you really want your significant other to change, be that example and get the results. Because if you lead by example and you lose the 20 pounds and she hasn't started, she's gonna be like, damn, my man lost 20 pounds. Like, damn, this stuff that he's doing is really working. She might be like, you know what, babe, I kind of want to start working out as well, because she saw your results. So maybe if you feel like they're not supporting you right now, you be the example to motivate her to see your results, and they're more likely to change. And I'll tell you, this works, because people around my life, seeing the change that I have done with my health, my body, and people around me want to make these changes because they see it. So remember, if she sees your results or vice versa, they will be motivated to make a change. One thing to consider, sometimes if you start working out, sometimes your significant other might feel like now you're not spending the time that you normally would spend with them. And this is common, like, oh, now you're spending 2 hours at the gym, you're not spending it with me. They might feel like you're not with them all the time. If this is the case, I think this is something important to consider, because this is something that for sure I would do if I am married and I just feel like this conversation is sparking up. I would tell my significant other, okay, babe, working out, this is my thing. Like, I love it. I need 2 hours 3 times a week to work out. Like, it's just me. This is going to keep me sane, happy, and give you the best person that I could possibly be to you, having these 2 hours 3 times a week. And so, because I want to take those 2 hours, I want to make sure that you also get 2 hours to do whatever makes you happy. And so set a time for you, and let your other significant other set a time for them. Hey, if you want to go hang out with your girls, for 2 hours, or you want to paint or do something, go ahead. And you have your time, and then I have my time. And allowing them to get their time, and just, even if they don't want to take it, but you just mention it, it's going to allow them to be like, all right, fine. Take your time. And then, because they feel like you're trying to figure something out. You're like, okay, you're trying to work things out. You don't want to be just selfish. You're trying to work it out. So that is one thing to consider. So lastly, the thing that we got to do is, sometimes we just got to communicate exactly what we want the person to support us with. Because sometimes we think that they should know what we want, and sometimes the person doesn't know. So if it bothers you having certain junk hot Cheetos in the house because your weakness is hot Cheetos, and you know that right now you're trying to eat healthy and work out, and hot Cheetos, when you have them there, you just end up opening the bag. Don't just be not saying nothing and be mad and just be like thinking they should know because you're trying to eat healthy. They should know that they should be not having hot Cheetos. They might not even be thinking about it. So sometimes you got to exactly tell them what you need support with. Babe, I know you love hot Cheetos. I love hot Cheetos too. But really, I need you. I would love for you to just support me and really not have hot Cheetos in the cabinets. Maybe take them into your room. Maybe put them in your cabinet or somewhere where you could pick them up and open them. But if you leave them right there open in the cabinet, I'm so weak, I'm gonna eat them. So maybe put them somewhere where you only know where they're at, and then you could eat them if you want them in the house. But be specific on what you need. An example of every relationship that I've been in, every person knows that working out is my passion, my love, my life. I need it to be a happy person. So every girlfriend I had understands that I need, and the only reason they understand is because I tell them, like, my thing is, I wake up in the morning and I need to go work out. Drink my coffee, go work out. Like, this is the time. So I explain exactly what I need. This is my me time. And so you got to explain so they could understand what exactly you need support with. And last thing that we will just finish. So hopefully all these things work one or the other with your significant other. But just consider this. And of course, this makes sense, right? But I want to make a point out of it. Is if for any reason it doesn't work out with your significant other, or let's just say that you're single right now and you're looking for that significant other. You know, you don't have to be exactly the same with the other significant other. Just because you love working out doesn't mean that you have to find a girlfriend or wife that just loves to work out. Like, oh, they have to. No. All you got to do is find somebody that is supportive. Okay? Find somebody that's supportive and that is going to understand your lifestyle. And this is an example of why I'm bringing this up. So there's a show on Netflix called This Is Us, and I love this show because there's a girl on the show This Is Us. You should watch it. You'll love it. She is very overweight and she is very serious about losing weight. So she joins a weight loss program and she meets a guy that she loves and she likes and wants to start dating him. But she tells him right off the bat, hey, I cannot date you if you're not on board with losing weight as well. That guy is overweight as well. But is like, yes, you're overweight as well, but I want to lose weight. So we could be together if we want to lose weight together. But if you're not going to support me, then we shouldn't be talking. So just find someone that's willing to support you and not have to be exactly like you. Doesn't have to be super fit. They just have to be on board with your goals as well. All right, family. So that wraps it up. I hope you find something useful in this video. If you like the video, please press the thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.